Hi, everybody. Randy Habert here with Inland Empire's first and third baseman, Austin Gallagher. Now, Austin, you were selected in 2007 right out of high school. How's the transition going for you into pro ball?
Into pro ball, it's been great. I mean, so far so good. Been moving up some levels, and playing every day is an adjustment going from being up northeast and playing about 20 games in a year in the competition. But it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of at bats and great experience.
Now, you're coming off a shoulder surgery. How's that feeling? And do you feel that you're at full strength right now?
Just about. It's getting there. I mean, I'm very close to being 100%. Out of surgery, it usually takes about a full year to recover, so I still got a few more months, but I feel like the swing is getting back, and my arm strength's getting close to where it was before surgery.
Now, how important is it for you to get a set position that you're playing every day and not bounce around? Is it important to you, or does it matter? You feel okay being, going from corner to corner, or even in the outfield if needed?
Yeah, I feel comfortable wherever they need to play me. I mean, as long as my bat's in the lineup, I'll play anywhere. Like I said, earlier, is that when I came into spring training after surgery, I was working on just being prepared to play wherever they needed me to play, whether it was third base or first base or, outfield, wherever they needed to put me. I was just going to come into spring training and prove that my arm was healthy enough for them to put me wherever they want to put me.
You're known as a guy who has a great swing. You go inside out on the ball, like to go to left center and stuff. Yet the power numbers haven't been there. Is that important for you as a corner man to put up those kind of power numbers? James Looney up with the big club really doesn't hit that many home runs, and so he's a high percentage guy similar to yourself. Do you find, is there any pressure on you to hit for power or no?
Well, obviously there is a little bit. I mean, I know it's in the tank. Like I said, obviously being younger, I was always known as a power guy. But I feel like becoming a good hitter is the first step, and then I believe the power will come later because it's not like I can't do it in practice. So it's just learning my swing and just being comfortable and letting my abilities take over in the game, and hopefully here in upcoming soon, the power numbers will come.
Now, how much conditioning have you been able to do in terms of even maybe weight training? And since you've had the surgery, have you had to lay off that and maybe dealt a little heavily into surgical tubing and things like that wouldn't put stress and strain on the shoulder?
Well, last year I was completely free of weights. I couldn't do any of that because I actually tore my shoulder in spring training. So all of last year was kind of, I was playing at about 70%, and obviously not being able to throw. But as of now, I still have a few more months left, but it's really conditioning and trying to get my strength back, not only with my shoulder, but all my body parts, because I was unable to do a lot of upper body lifts due to my shoulder injury. So now I'm really focusing on that and just trying to get back into good habits that I had before surgery.
How much video do you watch of yourself up at bat, and do the Dodgers kind of push that end of it? Do they do a lot of video analysis?
Yeah, they do. Actually, they do a lot. They do a really good job of that. The video started last spring training. They hired video coordinators, and it's really paid off because sometimes if you're going well or you're not going so well, it's good to actually see what you're doing up there at the plate instead of feeling something different. You can actually point out what your good habits, what your bad habits are, and make little adjustments, even at bat to at bat, game to game. So
now, as a kid growing up in Pennsylvania, who was your favorite player?
Oh, my favorite player? Well, I was a huge Phillies fan, being from Philadelphia. But, growing up in the 90s, I would have to say Derek Jeter was my favorite player because, the Yankees were always on TV. They were always in the World Series. And just seeing that whole core group of guys with, like, Paul O'Neill and Tino Martinez and all those guys come up, I really followed them just because they were always on TV and, great teams and, always wanted to be like those guys.
Yeah. Now, the team has been struggling a little bit here on the Inland Empire level, and really we're not too sure that it's going to change all that much. You've lost a few people. You've gotten a few people back. Is the attitude good here still, and you guys think you can come back and win and get yourself a playoff berth?
Well, we have a great team, and we've got a great foundation of players. We've got a lot of great arms and, position players who've been around the game for a little while, and, the pieces should come together. Like I said, everybody, we've got all the pieces there, and it's just kind of forming that relationship as to where we can just string a few wins together because all the talent in the world is there. So
now, you guys recently lost a real good hitter in Kyle Russell, and for a good reason. He got promoted up to Double-A. How has that affected your lineup along the way from top to bottom?
Oh, well, obviously it's affected it. I mean, Kyle was a great hitter, and, he proved himself last year, and then to come here and do what he did day in and day out, he really did not hit a road bump at all throughout the year. And, it's obviously a significant part to our lineup, but, like I said, we've got a great foundation of players, and, hopefully we could pick up the slack for his loss.
Now, coming into 2010, what personal goals did you set for yourself?
Well, just for me, I didn't really set many on the field goals. It was mostly just staying healthy and just, like I said earlier, trying to break the bad habits that I caused from going through surgery and being hurt all of last year. And, just trying to get back to where I was and just, set a good foundation so that, halfway towards, after the second half of the year, after the All-Star break, I can start turning things on and just get back to where I was.
Well, there's still a lot of baseball to be played, and really nobody has written off the 66ers, and you guys seem to be coming together, at least offensively, a little bit. I know last night you had a very good game as a team. Things went well, and hopefully you can build on that kind of success.
Oh, of course. Like I said, we've got all the pieces there, and it's if we can hit and pitch together, we'll win a lot of games. So hopefully it's right on track.
Fantastic. I want to thank you for being our guest on SoCal Go Live and wish you the best of luck in this season and the season to come.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That was Austin Gallagher of the Inland Empire 66ers, and that's the Los Angeles Dodgers high A team here in the California League. And really, he's got a real sweet swing, and he's coming on. He's been adding 5 to 10 points a week on his batting average the last few weeks, and he's starting to feel better and recover from that shoulder surgery.